Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome and welcome back. This is the second part of my Scrapbusters challenge this week. It was to make tickets, and some of the tickets Melina made, she made from some existing collage sheets, and I thought they looked so good I needed to do the collage sheet. So part one was the collage sheet, part two is going to be making the tickets. I'm going to be using some stamps and I'm going to be doing some without stamps. Now, my collage has got much wider strips than the one Melina did, so I've got much bigger ticket stamps. So, yeah, let's crack on. These are only a few £, off Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. Right, I got myself all organised today. Look at that. Look at that. I mention this in comments to someone. Oh, don't break it. I spilled a wax candle, and look, it's sort of... Well, I know it's only sort of. I don't live in US, but it looks like... Oh my word. Now I've just broke that bit off. I think if I turn it upside down, it looks even more like North America, doesn't it? So it's a bit delicate. I just just thought that was funny. Anyway, just ignore me. I'm being silly, but what's new there? Right, let's get this stamp on here. In fact, let's be good. We'll put it that way. When I've done stamps before, a few people have recommended this way to me, and it's one of them things, because I've got such a bad memory. Yeah, I knew that once, but I'd forgot it altogether. So I'm going to be using my favourite ink for this kind of thing, which is my VersaFine. I've got smoke grey, and I've got... I think I'm going to use black, because I've got a lot of black in these collage papers. So yeah, I'm going to go for the VersaFine black, and I'm going to be freestyling the cutting using scissors. This one's a nice easy one because it's just square. Some of them have got little notches that I'll be using my circle punches for. And we'll be inking edges, and I'll be doing a few without actual stamps, just making them up randomly. This is new, this stamp, so it might not stamp brilliantly. I ought to have thought about that. Get a piece of scrap paper, woman. Oh, that'll do. Bit of brown paper. And let's stamp it once and see what occurs. Hold it down a little bit. I mean, I've no idea what quality these stamps is like, because I've never used them. Oh, not bad, actually. Quite impressed with that. But first stamp on a new cheap stamp. Yeah, so let's get some more ink on it. I can cut that out and use it. But if you can see now, it's inking up a lot better now it's had one stamp. You can go ahead and rub them down with sandpaper, but I don't trust my heavy-handedness. I'd have no impression left on part of my stamp. Right, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. This is the one I made on camera. That's one that I made while things were uploading. Yeah, I'm a bit more slapdash with it as well, and it's not turned out as good because I just rushed it. Right, because I have to use these this way, I'm going to turn my collage paper sideways. Watch its top at stamp. That's it. And I'm going to go for this. I'm going to try and line edges up, just so I don't waste too much. But if they don't line up, I'm not going to spit my dummy out. I'll drag my lip on floor. Whee. Oh, me likes. That's a bit dark, that black one, isn't it? I think that may have been a slight mistake. I don't know. I'm going to try... I know I want a couple of these, so I'm going to try another one over this side. Oh, that's wrong ink, you silly deaf woman. It's like I could do with putting the inks away that I'm not going to use. Then I won't accidentally try and use them, will I? Get your ink on, get your ink on. Do 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 do. Wee, we've got to stick a wee in, haven't we? I'm going to try this without turning it sideways. I think I've inked off edge at paper, you dozy woman. You've inked off edge at paper. What you like? Oh, not quite. We can save that when we cut it. Yeah, I like that better without it going onto that black. That really dark black one was a slight mistake, I think. So I'm going to use shorter stamps there that just go up to it. Yeah, I like that one. That one is a good one. So let's get some more stamps out. I've also got my Tim Holtz Field Notes ones out, but I don't know if I'm going to use them. Oh, Do you know, it's like I pre-pulled some of these off acetate. So that will go nicely there. I just like the look of all the different patterns of paper. I thought Melina's looked absolutely fabulous. And I'm like, yeah, got to do some. I can put that one sideways because there's no writing. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a stamp platform, crack it out and get a load done at once. I've got a stamp platform, but rarely have I got enough room on my desk to use my big stamp platform. Then if things don't print perfectly first time, you can just go over and re-ink them. But you know, since doing junk journals, I'm not too bothered about things being so perfect. So if they don't come out perfect, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Right, I've got a good one to go here. I'm going to put that there. Then on that bit, we've got a bit of sideways writing, which I can live with. Yeah. So, get another stamp block, woman. Move America, because America, don't want America breaking up any further, do it? I'm just so... I couldn't do that again if I tried. I really couldn't. It was a complete accident. I tell my kids to be careful when they're playing with wax and they're not one who spills a candle. We know you're going to go there. Let's ink it up. I think what I ought to do a bit of time travel like Melina did and show these at the beginning of the video. So then you'll get all introduction after I've shown them. Yeah. Oh, I've not quite inked that bit, but I can live with that. Let's get another stamping block. So you're going to go there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Well, I could have just two at once. Not quite. I mean, once you've done one sheet, you could go mad and mass make, couldn't you? You could. I mean, why am I just stamping one? Why on earth am I just stamping one? Let's stamp another. And we can cut the old sheet up. I've just turned it other way around because there's writing. I've got this thing about wanting my writing to be right way around. It's the old thing I was saying yesterday, there's got to be a little bit of order in the chaos. Otherwise it's anarchy. We don't want that. If you can hear kids screaming, I do apologise. Well, I don't apologise because that's what kids do. It's just neighbours' kids. It's lovely weather here, so they're out playing on garden. I don't think my microphone picks it up, so you're probably thinking, what is she on about? I know last week people were mowing lawns and I couldn't hear it on my video. Maybe some of you have got supersonic ears and you could. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. Oh, that was lovely. Oh, I like that one. Let's do that one again because that one's good. Yeah, and I'm now going stamp to ink. You will hear stampers say it, and if you want perfect, flawless stamping, yes, put your ink pad to your stamp. It does cover it more evenly. But it's junk journals. Like I said, we can be a bit more free and easy, can't we? Oh, I do like that one. That one is pleasing me somewhat.
I don't know that.
Hello, Gertrude. Not heard from you for a while, have we? Either she's learnt to understand me better or she's still got face on that I've got Bertie the Echo. Did I call him Bertie or Ernie? I think it was Ernie the Echo, weren't it? We'll call him Ernest Bertie. Bertie Ernest. I don't know, just... Yeah, call him whatever. Yeah, I got one of them after Christmas in sale or before. It might have been Black Friday sales, I don't know. I got one of them little ones with screen. Them 5-inch Echoes were down to £30 on Amazon, so I thought I'm having one of them. Because it's much easier for me to watch my YouTube. I would forever knocking my phone over and knocking it out at older that I used to have it on so I could watch it. and losing it on my desk. I like that one. So now I'm just basically stamping now to try and make the most of the collage sheet, and then I'm going to do all the cutting up and see what I'm left with. I just love the background of it. Have I done that one yet? No, I haven't. If I do a couple of each, I'll be a happy bunny. Oh, that don't fit on there. I'm going to have to put that on big stamp block. Yeah, I got a lot of questions about where I get my stamp blocks from. Nowhere in particular, just wherever they are cheap whenever I need one, and I've not had to buy any for a few years. Some of these I picked up in Hobbycraft in UK and the range, the Papermania brand. They've got grids on. I rarely use grids, to be honest. They used to be good when I did a lot of sentiments on greeting cards. Oh, I'll put that one there. Ooh, I've got something to show you. It's just random. Well, it's not random. I was talking about these in my last video. I have got some new books. I do apologise to anyone with a sensitive disposition. I won't be reading any jokes out of the books until the end of the video, so you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. Look, learn a lot while you sit on the pot. And we've got things to do while you poo on the loo. They got recommended to me on Amazon. I just thought they were so funny. And then things to do while you poo on the loo, number 2. That, I thought that was funniest ever. So yeah, there's, oh yeah, as you can see, there's jokes, word finders, dot to dots, all sorts. Poop checklist. Oh dear. My kids think they're utterly disgusting, and they think I've reverted to being they think I'm a teenage boy. Like, that's the kind of thing a teenage boy would enjoy. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Maybe I'm having a second childhood. And this time I'm going to be a boy. Oh. Right, I'm going to turn this round to try and get one here. Yeah, I like it. Me likes. Right, now because I'm bored of stamping. Oh, I could do another one of them though, because that was really good. I love these stamps. I hope I can find them from a US Amazon storefront. I know a lot of times I'll say this is on my Amazon storefront, and then it's not always on the US one. Because I'm obviously in UK. If it's available in US, I will link it. But even if you're in US, you can always go to my UK storefront for details or something. If you've checked it's not on the US one, click the UK link. You can still view it. I mean, sometimes they're available for delivery, but the postage can be horrendous. Sometimes it's surprising, because I do quite often buy from Amazon US, because it's cheaper to buy it from the US, pay the VAT and the postage, than it is to buy the silly prices sometimes things are on for in this country. It's mad that. I find it mad that it can be cheaper to have something shipped from the other side of the world. Right, I'm just going in now and I'm cutting. I'm not cutting on the lines, I'm cutting just around the lines. And I'm not cutting one ticket out at once. You can see I'm going to need a few bits of glue under some of these edges as well. I'm just going to keep cutting right edges of things, and eventually some things are going to fall off. Yeah, they're going to get frostbite and fall off. There you go, one fell off. Right, yeah, I could have been, really. I could have been a perfectionist and made everything line up so I could cut it, but that would have took too much time. I'd rather take this time farting about cutting it out. Boom, boom. Sorry about that fart joke. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that one. I think I may shorten that. That piece of black was a bit of a mistake, methinks. So I'm going to cut it there and shorten that ticket down. You just can't see it. That'd have been fab on a tag or something, but I might keep that bit and use it as a tag so as not to waste it altogether. When this is ink round the edges, you'll not know I've cut half a ticket off, unless you compare it to other ticket. Whee. I mean, these tickets are so big you could use them as little tags. You can use them to tuck in pockets. Right, let's get the ink. Ink, where are you? I'm going to my favourite Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. And do you know, were I to make these again, I think I would put a few more splatters on as well. I really love that splatter idea. I mean, it's all is not lost. Right, that one, just, do you know, because I haven't got the edge on, I'm just going to grab this. It's one of them, or is it Stabilo Oil Pencils? Yeah, perhaps a fine line would be better, but this one were easier to reach. I'm just going to draw a black line down edge. Not quite at the edge. Can you see now it looks more like that is the full ticket? Full shilling. Not like me. I ain't a full shilling. And then you do it back as well. And we've got a little ticket. So let's cut some more out. I'm quite enjoying this. I won't make you watch me do 2 sheets. Whee. Let's do these so I can then get in with my circle punch. I have made similar to this before. Melina did quite a similar one before on the Scrapbusters, and I will link mine and hers down below. That were one where we made tickets without needing any ticket stamps whatsoever. I think I even went as far as to do some handwriting on one. Yeah, I think I put like a signature on. I think I used some date stamps I got. Oh yeah, I got some Christmas ticket things, and I cut them, the Christmas sentiments out. Right, I'm going to use one of my circle punches. I've got my little baby EK Success one out. I don't know the size of this. Strangely enough, it came in a set of 2. There was a circle and it's a button. Yeah, it's a set to make a button. Yeah. You punch the holes and you can use that circle, or you can punch those into any size circle you want to make any size button you want. This is such a useful little set. Again, these are things I used a lot more often when I made cards. Might have a little foray into card making soon. I think cards, journal cards, folded journal, they're just the same things really, aren't they? What makes it a greeting card is to put a sentiment on it, or what you write in it. Oh, I like that. I think that could be my favourite one. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. Right, we've got another one with, yeah, these 2. We can cut some edges, cut some circles out of. Melina had some fancy scissors that will cut that jaggedy edge, and really need some of those. I do have I've got a rotary cutter that I've literally had. It will be its 20th birthday soon. And it has all interchangeable blades. And I have got that blade. But as with all things, when you just want to do one thing with it, it's too much of a faff to get it out. If I had a huge giant craft room and all these things were laid out on different tables and I could just go to it and use it, I'd use it, but I don't. I've got my cute, quaint little craft room that I love. When kids have left home, I might have a craft room that's bigger. Oh, that. What size is that? That is 1 inch. I'm thinking 3/4 inch might be better. Well, if you don't have punches, cut it. In fact, let's cut one. I keep saying you can do this, that, or other if you haven't got punches. Put your money where your mouth is, woman. There you go. A lot of tools we use in crafting, they just save time. Quite often they don't do it better, but they save time. And I think when you watch me and watch a lot of others, you've got to remember that crafting is my business and my job now. So if something's going to save me time, I'm going to buy it. Yay, I am. And I've been so lucky to have a lot of yummy things bought for me by other people. And that's freed up a little bit extra to buy some time-saving things. Like I've got a lot of circle punchers, but I've been building up my stash of circle punchers for a few years. So you don't have to have everything you see other people use, you just don't. And I know I'm always saying you can get this on Amazon, you can get that, but only if you can afford it. If you're shopping on Amazon and you use my link, I get a small commission, which is very welcome. Whee. 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 There you go, no circle punches required. I'm quite liking these. That one's not inked yet. 1, 2. How many we got inked? Have we inked 3? I don't really know. I don't really know. Some of them, you know, where I've not, you can see, you know, I've not buttered my card up to each other. There's a bit of a bend, but I'm not really bothered about that. That don't bother me. Oh, that's another one I've inked. Let's do these. These are a bit different. Whee. I'm also not quite as bothered about how perfect to cut things out. One time a day I'd be like, oh, there's like 1/8 of an inch there and 1/8 and a smidgen of an inch there. Must straighten it up. Nah, just crack on, woman. Sometimes the imperfection is what makes it interesting, I think. Especially when you look at my face. My kids are downstairs playing with wax seals again. It is an absolute addiction for them at the minute. Yeah, they've been warned. Rebecca with the long hair, I've made her tie it up, no leaning. I'd actually had my smoke alarms checked this week when they came to service my central heating and fix it. So they're 15, they're only tea light candles. I've given them a big granite chopping block from kitchen. You've probably seen me use my little square one when I do wax to bring it up. Well, I've got a big one, a big worktop saver thing, and they've got all the stuff set up on that. Right, I'm going to use circle punches again for this. But again, you can cut around these just like I cut around the others. But I've got the time-saving device. I is going to use it. Oh, something one of my subbers, well, 2 of my subbers have pointed this out. If you saw yesterday's video, and I will link it down below to see how I made this collage board. I use Yes Paste. This is Yes Paste if you're not familiar with it. Yeah, you'll look at it, you'll see price, you'll think, oh, golly, that costs a fortune. Yeah, it's dear. I spotted yesterday it's gone up to £20 from 15 when I bought mine 3 years ago. But the clue is in that I bought mine 3 years ago and it's still over half full. But you can, when it's a bit thick, you can water it down. Because it tends to be thinner when it's warmer. It's brilliant for using when the weather gets hot. You know, when all your other glues have gone silly and your glue sticks have gone sticky. Yes Paste is fabulous. I don't tend to use it through winter because it is a bit too thick. So yeah, you can water it down. So I think what I'll do for when it's cooler, I'll put a little bit of it in another tub and water it down. I'll get a little bottle of distilled water for it. Then it don't go as, things don't tend to go mouldy. Well, they still do if you leave them in there for years, but I'm just filling in that bit of ticket that I missed. Yeah, with that. Oh, I need to round these corners. Again, I've got corner rounders, the time-saving devices. And I always say, you can do it with your scissors. Let's do it with our scissors. They're not uniform corners, these, anyway, so it's perhaps better to do them with scissors when they're all a bit different. It's just fun. I love these. Right, let's move a bit of rubbish. Ow, stabbed myself with scissors. I've just stabbed myself with scissors. No idea how I did that. Just scooping. So there's one. There's another. Oh, I love them. Absolutely love them. Right up my street, these, Melina. Melina's decided her stripper name is Melina Jones. You're going to have to watch yesterday's video to understand that one. Oh dear. It's because I called the video strip collage. Because I was collaging with strips. Whee. So that one were easy because that's just squares. Be-do-boo-boo, stop it. I need to watch Full Monty now. If you people in the US have never heard of the Full Monty, it's a film and it's set in the city where I live, Sheffield. It's about some steelworkers who've been made redundant, who to earn some money decide they're going to be male strippers, just like the Chippendales. But they don't have Chippendale bodies. But it is so funny. Main actor in it is Robert Carlyle. Again, he's been in quite a few big things. He plays Rumpole in, what's it called? Once Upon a Time, the American show that's based on fairy tales. It's got, yeah, other people in. I can't remember the names. Jennifer Goodwin and Jennifer Morrison, that's it. Oh dear, I can't remember the name of male lead. But yeah, I love that show. And I really love Robert Carlyle. He's been in some fabulous stuff. He's actually Scottish, but he does other accents so well. Birdie boo boo. Oh, I really like that. And I like, look at that. You'd never know that, if you didn't see the number at the bottom, you'd never know that was the same stamp. So I've just made it shorter. I'm liking that Stabilo Oil Pencil. This for about £2. And it is water. You can rub it and smudge it and add water to it and it acts like watercolour. But it sticks to everything, ceramic, glass. And I like it for this because if I'd used a fine liner, I'd get quite a harsh, perfect line. This has given me the same kind of line that the stamps give me, so it doesn't stand out. So, yeah, happy accident there. It's been lazy can pay off. Couldn't be bothered to get my fine liners out. So I grabbed that. Right. I'm just going to take a little bit off edge of that. These were the ones I tried to stamp up to edge and pretty much failed with. Right, you've seen me do enough cutting out and inking now. So that's them. Now I'm going to do a couple more without the use of any ticket stamps whatsoever. In fact, do you know what? I think I might do my edge with that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because I can. Right, I'm going to get any random stamp. I've got 2 random stamps here. If you've no stamps at all, then you're really going to have to improve your handwriting skills, aren't you, and writing stuff. Oh, look at that one. Don't even know what that is. That's just a random stamp. So, I'm going to get my black. Is that black or grey? I'm picking grey ink up again. Get black one, you daft woman. My desk is 2 minutes into any project. My desk is an absolute disaster waiting to happen. So I'm just going to get some ink on. And I'm just going to do a little bit of random patchy stamping. And we're singing that song again, people. Right, here we go. Then I'm going to... Oh, I've got one stamp there, haven't I? I might as well cut that out first. So I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to carry on cutting up there. And if you've got any number stamps, that's brilliant. You can put those on. If you happen to have the Tim Holtz Field Notes set, they're a brilliant set for making random tickets. But for this one, yeah, I'm gonna get, I do have some random stamps hanging about, just like you do. Are they numbers? No, they're letters. Why did I think they were numbers? No, can't use them because they're not actually numbers. What have I got? What have I got? I'm going to open my drawer, see what's hanging about. I had a mad tidy and I've lost a lot of stamps and dies. Because I had a mad tidy and decided, yeah, that's a brilliant place to put them. Just can't remember where that brilliant place was. So I'm going to use one of these. I just want to put a random letter on. I don't know why. That makes it look like a ticket, but in my head it does. Then I'm going to come in and pinch some corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to come in with this. I mean, you can use any black crayon for this. You don't have to use one of these, or a fine liner, or just a pen. I'm going to give it an outline like it was a stamp. Aren't I quiet when I'm concentrating on doing a straight line, eh? Ooh. Next time kids are being noisy, I'll be like, here, draw some straight lines. Right. Then I'm going to ink around it. I don't know what that B's for. I wish I could find my numbers. Ooh, I've got these little ones. They're cute. Do they have numbers? Do they have numbers? Oh, if I could stamp something. Ooh, is there a number that looks like an S? Looks like a number, doesn't it? Let's stamp an S on it. Dan, I just want to stamp an S down here. 55. Oh, 555. The well-known telephone code in the US. That's the telephone code in all TV programs, isn't it? I've no idea why. I'm guessing it's not a real telephone code anywhere in the US, is it? Right, and I think up here I want some stripes. So I'm going to use this. I just think some stripes on here will look pretty good. There you go. To me, that's a ticket. Yeah? A random ticket done with random stamps. Let's have another go at another one with some of these bits we've got left. I think I'm going to put some random stripes on before I cut. Straightish stripes, there you go. The smart thing to do would be to get my paper trimmer out here, but am I gonna? No, I'm just gonna cut it. And I'm going down to that black. Yeah, I've decided that black was a big mistake. Or could I have a little bit of it? We'll have a little bit of it. Only because my stamping ain't showing up on it. Maybe if I'd done it in all different, if I'd done quite a monotone one with blacks and whites and then stamped in a white ink or an embossed ink, maybe that would have been better. I don't really know. I don't like all that on bottom. I'm just going to take that down to a smidgen, and then I'll be happy. Yeah. I'm going to grab a circle punch, and this time I'm going to punch some semicircles outer end like that. I'm just looking at the width there to see how even I am. Yeah, And this one, I'm not even going to draw the black lines round. We'll see what happens, see what it looks like without them. We can always add them if we don't think it looks much like a ticket. Right. I'm going to put some of that on. Yeah, I quite like that. To me, that is a little ticket. Let's have another little number on. I know the letters, but I'm using them as numbers. We can have a 5, and that L looks like a 1. So that can be 1. This looks more like a 5 one way up than another. 1, 5, 5. So it's been 5, 5, 5. It's just the number of the day. Oh, we've got an O that can be a 0. I mean, we could have put numbers on, words on, but because that O, that L looks like a slash between numbers now, doesn't it? I don't know why this one's on Katie Cornered when none of others are. It's weird. 0, 0. I quite like that. If I'd had more time to think, well, I could have had more time to think, but you might have nodded off. I could have made it more exciting. Right, let's do one more. I'm going to do all 4 corners. No, I don't want that much black on there. In fact, I don't want any on this one. You just can't see anything I've stamped on it. I wonder how girls are getting on downstairs with the wax seals. I wonder how many they've got made. Look at that, that's not glued very well at all. So I'm just going to pop my nibbing from my art glitter. The edges want to curl away a little bit. It's harder to get the edges to stick because the tea-dyed paper can be a bit wrinkly at the edges. Don't know why that even does that. And this one I am going to trace with my pencil. I just think it adds something. Adds something good. So yeah, you don't have to have fancy tools and equipment to make a lot of things in junk journaling. You'll just find that without them, it may take you a bit more time, but you also might find you have a lot more fun. Whee. Yeah, I like that. And I think that's calling out, that one there is calling out for a block of text. So I'm going to use that little texty stamp there again. I'm just going to... There we go. I like that. So, let's see what we've ended up with after all that mess I've made on my desk. Some good... Oh, I ain't inked that one. You forgot to ink your last one, woman. Get it inked. Really does finish it off, make it look vintage and old, that bit of ink. Right. Move all mess and tranklements and let's get out the actual tickets. So I'm pretty happy with that little lot. Got that one, that's one we didn't do the edges on. We've got that one, I mean shot, I can put some lower down. Wee, wee. Yeah, for inexpensive stamp set, I've made some very nice ephemera. But, oh, I was going to say, yeah, and that's the one I did from my own random stamps. So, there we have it. Ticket ephemera from our strip collage masterboard. So, if you don't want to hear any smutty jokes, not smutty, if you don't want to hear any toilet humour, I will see you next time. Bye. So, just for the people who have a, disgusting sense of humour like I can have, here are the books I bought. There's 3 of them. There's Learn a Lot While You Sit on the Pot. Now, I couldn't find many things that I could really show you on YouTube. Now, I'd have to reclassify my video. But a couple here. There's one here, and I thought this was so appropriate given the current world situation or the past world situation over the last few years. Why do people panic buy toilet roll? Apparently it makes us feel safe, and it's not it's not just limited to pandemics. Whenever we're threatened, we will comfort ourselves by mass panic buying things, and because toilet roll looks huge and it's fairly cheap for the amount you get, people panic buy loo roll. So there you go. And another clean one. Now this book is mainly full of facts. A lot of them are you just don't want to know. But here's one who remembers this. In the 1990s, you had to put a CD into your computer to sign up to use an internet service. At this time, half of the world's CDs were AOL sign-up CDs. Yep, I had AOL. And I felt like Meg Ryan in You've Got Mail when I used to get my little envelope saying I got a message. Now, these are the other two. Things to do while you poo on the loo and things to do while you poo on the loo. Number 2. That was the bit that cracked me up. These, I've got more puzzles in. There's loads of puzzles. Yeah, if you like doing puzzles on loo, we're the odd joke. You'll like this one. So I've just marked one in here. I like this. Sprinkles are for cupcakes, not for toilet seats. So true. I ought to cross-stitch that and hang that above the loo. Now, the second one, again, I've just marked a couple. Look at that. Characterise your poop. So you can put... I'm going to fill these in on low. I will. I don't think I'll show you after. And in it is this. There's a bathroom report. Now, I really want to photocopy this and leave a stack in my bathroom for people who visit. I mean, I don't know. And I'll wind them up. I'll tell them it's serious. I really want to know all this stuff and get them to fill them out. I don't think they'll go for it, but you never know. So it's like, you've got to rate the cleanliness, the flush, the toilet paper, soundproofing. Not good in my house. Whilst there, what did you do? Did you text someone, make a call, check social media, take a selfie, snoop in the cabinet, talk to yourself, brush your hair, check out your butt in the mirror, stay in longer than required, or did someone knock on the door? Maybe they did if you stayed in longer than required. And then you rate it. Would you poop here again? So there they are. Like I said, a lot of the jokes are not jokes I will tell on YouTube. The book is funny though. If this wouldn't offend you, it's worth a £5. I have got them linked to my Amazon storefront. I'm not trying to sell them to you. I have had quite a few people in comments ask if I will share a few pearls of wisdoms from the book. Now, when I've had a better look through them, I might throw the odd one into a video. But on quick flick through, it's like, oh, I can't really sell that on YouTube. We offer them. But they're the books. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.